I am Lorna Rose. I am a textile artist, and my new body of work is using stitch to create illustrations of usually places I've been. I'm a trained textile designer and I've done embroidery for many years, so now this has developed into my drawing practice. Stitch has become a very important part of the art pieces that I create, because the challenge of using stitch rather than paint or pencils or charcoal to actually create a form is a big one. It's good. It's something I'm very interested in producing, because it's linked to my textile training and also because it's a new medium. I'm a big collector. I like to collect interesting artifacts and materials with different properties. So in my house I'm surrounded by these beautiful artifacts all the time. Recently I was noticing that I had 3 or 4 pianola rolls, which are the long music sheets for the wind-up pianos in the old days, which have holes perforated in them, which designates where the music is going to play, therefore the tune which is being played. The ready perforated holes suggested a place for my stitch to go. So I accepted that challenge and have started creating artworks using the holes which are already in the pianola rolls. The format is very interesting for me because it's landscape, and when I draw with pens and pencils, I choose, if it's not figurative, it's definitely landscape. So the long, thin dynamic of the piece, which is almost a journey or telling a story, really appeals to me in the work that I make. I recently visited Islay, where me and my husband, because it was my honeymoon, visited all of the distilleries in this beautiful place in Scotland. It was September, the light was incredible, it inspired us greatly. On reflection of this holiday, the photos didn't really tell the story or the journey that we'd been on, and I felt I wanted to produce some work which could express this. So I decided to create some embroidery and some artwork based on the experiences and the photos that I'd had there. The first piece of work I chose to produce on the pianola rolls was Islay, and it was the series of distilleries, the whisky distilleries on the island. They all had such character and were very different. So in my mind, the whole roll represented the island and the placement of the distilleries, not geographically, but the character of what I was creating with stitch represented the feel of the place. I work from home, which is a relatively small space to do such long art pieces in. So to view them, when I've worked on them for hours and hours and meters, I have to roll them out of my back room, down the hall, and down the stairs right to the very front door. This is an interesting process because I need to be very careful not to crease or fold the paper in any way which is going to affect the artwork. And also I have to make sure there's no damage going to happen in anything, just to be able to view these pieces. So ideally, to actually show them, it would be a very long plain wall, a gallery, a space where the light is good and I can spread them out as landscape, maybe as a journey around a room. People could actually walk around and view them as they go, experiencing the changing in stitch and the changing in atmosphere which I'm trying to capture.